Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to StrangeVoodooTV. I'm Buddy Strange, and this is going to be the conference picks of the NFL Weekly Pick'em. And let's just jump into it. First off, the win of the week from last week was the Rams winning over the Cowboys. They had the right game plan, and it's not that the Cowboys played poorly at all. I mean, they had some spots, of course, as every team does, but the Rams were able to take advantage of those. The Rams just absolutely played as a team. They really played well, and that's why they were able to get the win over the Cowboys and SVTV's win of the week. Next up, the loss of the week is going to be the Chargers absolutely getting manhandled, dismantled. They didn't look prepared or ready, and they just went against everything that I said they would do, and that just makes me mad. And that's why they're getting the loss of the week this week. Oh man, 35-7 before halftime. Are you kidding me, Chargers? Melvin Gordon just got straight outperformed by Sony Michel. Great job, Sony Michel, by the way. You will be seeing him later in the show for sure. Do not think you won't. You're welcome, Patriots fans and fans of Sony Michel, Georgia fans. I'm a fan of Sony Michel. I was when he came out. I think he's going to be very good for a very long time. Too bad it's with the Patriots. No, I'm just joking. Hey, Patriots fans, you got something special. Good for you. Anyway, the Chargers just look terrible, and yeah, lost the week for sure. Oof. Oh, Chargers. Anyway, SVTV's Players of the Week. First off, Offensive Player of the Week is going to be C.J. Anderson. Yeah, you heard that right, not Michael Thomas. And that is for the simple fact that I think Michael Thomas's matchup was an easier matchup, even though he was able to exploit it for a bunch of catches, bunch of yards, and one touchdown. I think C.J. Anderson's matchup against one of the top run defenses this past year, and him getting that amount of yardage, I think it was 123 yards, 2 TDs, even in a backup role to Todd Gurley, oh boy, did that man run like a bowling ball shot out of hell. I mean, that guy. Yeah, C.J. Anderson, he outperformed people's expectations. And just to note, I've always loved C.J. Anderson as well, even back to his preseason performance against the 49ers when he was just a rookie. And then he got hurt either at the end of that game or that following week, got on IR and didn't hear from him till the next year, and then he became big with the Broncos. But anyway, C.J. Anderson just, bowling balled his way, as some people were talking about, bowling balled his way into Offensive Player of the Week. Good job, C.J. I'm glad you're doing good, bud. Good job. Alright, Defensive Player of the Week is going to be Marshon Lattimore, getting 2 picks off of Nick Foles, whose magic ended as we predicted. Unfortunately, I kind of wanted to see him go on, and after that 14-0 start, I was thinking oh man, if the Chargers didn't get dismantled the way they did, that might have been loss of the week for sure, but nah, Chargers just a little too much. The Eagles kept fighting, but it got ended by a Marshon Lattimore pick, which was big. Both of his picks were big, and the Saints coming back and maintaining their lead, and that is why Marshon Lattimore gets Defense Player of the Week. Alright, Special Teams Player of the Week is going to go to Greg Zuerlein. It was either him or Will Lutz. No one specific Special Teams player did outstanding this week, but Greg Zuerlein did, in my opinion, the best out of any of them. That includes returners, kickers, punters, I guess, but even though I haven't had a punter win yet, I don't know if I will. Punters are people too. Punters, I don't know. I don't necessarily know how you can give a punter other than Ray Guy Special Teams Player of the Week. That being said, I'm keeping my options open, so hey, punters, impress me. Anyway, Special Teams Player of the Week, Greg Zuerlein, getting, I think, like 12 or 15 points. You'll see it on the side there. By the way, how do you like the new graphics? Put it in the comments below if you like the new graphics. Anyway, Greg Zuerlein, Special Teams Player of the Week. Next up, Offensive Rookie of the Week is going to be, you guessed it, Sony Michel for his 3-touchdown performance. Absolutely blew the Chargers out of the water. He scored all day, and he was very impressive. Very impressive young runner. I can't wait to see how his career unfolds. He's awesome. And I'm glad we have someone like him in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Week, Sony Michel. Give him a round of applause in the comments. Good job, Sony. Defensive Rookie of the Week is going to be... again, I'm starting to get bored of this. Darius Leonard, but here's the good news. You won't see him next week or the week after because he lost. He's part of the losing team against my prediction, which I kind of don't like, but in all reality, it's fine because the better team won anyway. Darius Leonard gets it. I just gave it to him because he showed heart, even though it was in a losing situation. He showed determination, and he never quit on his team. He ripped that ball out single-handedly, recovered it himself to get the ball back, only for Luck, I think, to throw a pick on that next drive. Oh my God, Luck, what are you doing, bud? But anyway, Darius Leonard, he never quit, and I just felt like I had to give it to him. That, as you get into these games with only like 8 teams in it, there's not many defensive rookies, not many rookies in general to choose from. But Darius Leonard's one, and he did a very good job. Derwin James, and there's others, but Darius Leonard, he stood out to me just because his determination and not showing an ounce of quit in him. That was very respectable. Good job, Darius Leonard. Anyway, that being said, here is SVTV's Play of the Week. Enjoy.
Damian Williams is a good story. They toss it back here to Hill. Around the corner, he goes! Tyreek Hill to the end zone. Touchdown.
Alright guys, how'd you like SVTV's Play of the Week? Put it down in the comments below if you agree or if you disagree. Tell me what your Play of the Week would have been, maybe even link to it, and I'll see if I agree. But that being said, let's take a look at how we did last week. We went 2 out of 4, which is 50%. We got both NFC games right and lost both AFC games, which were both pretty terrible games. I know I was so hyped about this being one of the best playoffs, but oh man, they didn't even seem to compete. The Chargers and the Colts, they were totally outmatched, and that's just not good football. I mean, I don't care that they lost. I mean, I care. I care that they lost, but like I said, I root for good football, and neither of the AFC games were good football. Hopefully this week, no matter who I choose, no matter who I root for, it's good football for whoever wins, and especially for whoever loses. I just want a good game, and those weren't good games, but the NFC kind of made up for that. Those were good games. Kind of sad on the Eagles part how they lost, but still way better games than the AFC. Hopefully both of these games are good coming up, and let's just get into it. Let's pick them. That's what we're here for. Anyway, these games are both going to be on Sunday. The first game being the Rams versus the Saints, 13-3 versus 13-3, number 2 seed versus number 1 seed, and here it's going to be a really, really close game. I could see both teams winning it, and it's going to be really hard to choose. Of course, I mean, the best of the best only make it to the conference championship, right? So it's going to be really hard to choose, but I'm going to have to go Saints here. Barely. That being said, I think the Rams duo of C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley is a little bit better than Melvin Ingram and Alvin Kamara. It's very comparable. You got dual threat back, Gurley versus Kamara. I would give the edge to Gurley, by the way. But then you have your kind of do-it-all, kind of straightforward, big running back, Mark Ingram, C.J. Anderson. I think that's kind of a wash. If you were to give a little bit of a leaning towards, I'd probably go C.J. as well for the Rams. That's why they got the advantage, although Ingram is very, very good as well. That being said, I think the better passer and the better defense are on the Saints. Better wide receiver, the receiver, now receiving core. It could be argued that the Rams have a better receiving core. I think they're better if they had Cooper Kupp. Right now, without Cooper Kupp, I think they're pretty much even, but I would look to Michael Thomas to have a pretty damn big game, and I think the Saints end up winning 30-28. Alright, next up you've got the Patriots versus the Chiefs. The Patriots making it again to the conference championships. Okay, Patriots, I see ya. I wish I saw the Chargers, but the Patriots is just fine. And then you've got the Chiefs, who anybody could have guessed but me that they'd be there. Again, the number 2 seed versus the number 1 seed. The first ranked scoring offense versus the 5th ranked scoring offense, the Chiefs being 1, the Patriots being number 5. And for that reason, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. Not just for that reason. I do think they are the better team. I know they lost in the first matchup 43-40, but in that matchup, they were in Foxborough. And in that matchup, Mahomes was just in his 7th game ever as an NFL player. He is by far matured as a player from that point. I think he's going to be better against that Patriots defense, reading it and throwing and just everything. Better than he was the last time they played him. For some reason, I think the Chiefs defense is going to do as well as they did last week. Last week, they just outperformed any expectation that I had for them. And I think a lot of expectations that a lot of people had for them. That and the Patriots O-line is nowhere near as good. They're good, but they're nowhere near as good as the Colts O-line was when the Chiefs played them last week. And the Chiefs have home field advantage. And to play in Kansas City is a whole different ball game than if you were to play this game in Foxborough. I know it's supposed to be cold and Arctic chill, and the Patriots know how to play there, but you'd be crazy if you said the Chiefs don't know how to play there. Oh my God, are you kidding me? That crowd is going to show up, show out, and that team's going to play. Whether they win or lose, doesn't matter. They're going to show up, they're going to show out, they're going to play. And with that, I think, and I predict they're going to win 34-27 over the Patriots and advance to play the Saints in the Super Bowl, of which Maroon 5 is going to be the halftime show, and you better believe that I'm not going to watch that. The only reason I might watch the halftime show is to see if SpongeBob in some form or fashion is acknowledged and played Sweet Victory. Yeah. That's the only reason I'll be watching the halftime show. You can count on that. But anyway, that being said, I don't know why I include it. Anyway, that being said, this is who I think is going to be in the Super Bowl. You are allowed to agree or disagree. I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments down below, so hit me up in the comments down below. Tell me who you think the Super Bowl matchup is going to be. I'd love to hear your opinion on why as well. About a paragraph essay will suffice, but no. Anyway, that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Come on. No, we've been growing and I've been loving it. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed in the past week and a half, 2 weeks. I appreciate it, and I'm glad you've decided to join our journey. It's going to be a fun one. I really appreciate it. And also a Far Cry 5 video, which we haven't seen in a while. I'm sorry about that, guys. I was going to do one for Christmas. The audio file corrupted. I got pretty mad and I didn't record a Far Cry 5 video for a while, but I'm recording one tomorrow. I've already scheduled out the time. Recording one tomorrow. Should be done by Monday, Tuesday. I really want to get it done by Monday, so you should see it Monday. It's going to be a really good one, so stay tuned for that. Turn on that notification button. Click that bell or whatever the hell you need to do to get notifications on so you don't miss that awesome content. And I've got a lot of stuff lined up. I just need to do it. I hate my ability to procrastinate and be lazy. Anyway, that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, I'm Buddy Strange. This is StrangeVoodooTV. Keep it strange, people. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.